Hello, 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 everybody. What's going down? Today is Friday, Freestyle Friday, Friday Freestyles, however you want to say it. How are you today? As I wait for people to come on in, let me drop a few announcements to to keep you up to speed. I am so grateful and getting ready for our sixth annual Wordlife Astrology Retreat in Costa Rica. It's going down, clowns, from July 24th to the 29th. However, some never. I won't be on here next Friday. So I'll come on Monday and do a regular weekly rundown. However, Friday after that, the Monday after that, the Friday after that, and the Monday after that, you guys won't see me. So for four different 2 weeks and four broadcasts, I will be MIA. I need a little bit of a break, but at the end of the day, coming off of the retreat, trust me when I tell you, it's a lot of work. Joyous work, fulfilling work, but at the same time, it's still a lot. And because I am who I am, being the Cancer, Mama Bear, Leo style, I got all of that energy in me. I'm very particular about how I protect and how I hold space and keep people safe on these retreats. So it's a lot of mental, a lot of emotional, a lot of spiritual activity going on, and absolutely physical, going up and down the airports and hiking and doing all the excursions that we do. So I'm gonna need a break afterwards, but I'll be back just to let you know and to forewarn y'all a little bit as people roll on in. And usually they come in kind of slow on Fridays because it's Freestyle Friday and it's the summertime. Hence, I have a tank top on today. Goodness gracious, LA has finally got the goddamn message that it is summer. Yeah, it's getting a little bit hot. So I'm grateful for that. But absolutely putting prayers out to the world, to be truthful with you, y'all, because I heard today, talking my broken Spanish to the sweet lady that assists us here or at the building, that it was so hot. Where was it? In like England somewhere. It was like 118 degrees. I'm like, what is going on right now? Global motherfucking warming. So I like to put out a decree. I like to ask you guys to and ladies to do something for the environment this weekend. I don't care what it is. If you see a piece of trash on the ground and where it's not supposed to be, and the garbage is like right next to it, I'm not saying get a disease and die. I'm just saying take a piece of tissue or something handy, or take a stick and put a little bit of trash in the gosh darn garbage can. You know what I mean? Touch a tree, talk to a tree, commune with a tree. Plant some flowers. Do something for the planet here, please, because this weather is interesting. I was about to go off on a whole nother tangent, but I'm gonna stay right where I am and say hello to the people. What's up, Nia? What's going on with you? I pray that you and your honey bun is good. How you doing, Miss J, Miss Lady J, and Naisia? I love that name, and I hope I'm pronouncing it right because that is absolutely dope. Naisia. Please tell me if I'm pronouncing that properly. Hello, not away. I see you in Costa Rica in a week or so. I can't wait to go with you and watch you take all them beautiful pictures. I know you're gonna have pictures. God damn, I should have made you. I should have put you on staff. It made you the official photographer. I'm quick to employ people. Anyway, I want you to come and have fun. But I know you're gonna be taking some bomb ass pictures. What's up, D's Delectable and Alexandra the Great? What's up? Oh, that is how you pronounce it. All right, Naisia. I love that. I really like your name. Okay, today is a freestyle situation in which I am open and available to answer any questions that you may have. I appreciate the 5 thumbs up, the likes before I even said anything. I appreciate y'all resonating with this energy already. Thank you. Thank you. And if anything else resonates with you, please feel free to donate to the channel via Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. Or to share this information with somebody that you know and love, or somebody that you don't know, and you go, girl, guy, you need a word. Here, check out SonjaMarie. She got something to say. So I'm open for questions. Anybody have any astrology questions, any spiritual questions, any general questions, any conversations that we need to start? And as you conjure and get those questions together, I thought to talk about a little bit about, and I honestly believe that I said this before, but for some reason it hit again in the shower. So I'm going to say it. In regards to what the age of Aquarius is bringing, I've been meditating on where we're going, right? And a lot of information that you will hear on the World Wide Webby thingy and with spiritualists and in books and stuff in regards to the age of Aquarius, oftentimes they highlight two major concepts. And that's the fact that the future, the age of Aquarius is going to be robot driven, AI kind of situation. The Terminator, you know what I mean? Sarah Connor gonna be there. The bottom line is like when it comes to technology, the age of Aquarius is gonna rule the age of technology, and also the age of Aquarius is going to bring in a lot of spiritualness as well, which absolutely feels to be very opposite of technology, but it's not. Aquarius energy rocks with both, to be quite honest with you, right? And I tell you why. Because technology is technology and it intrigues the intellect of Aquarius, if that makes sense to everybody, right? Aquarius, or so when we talk about Aquarius, or we talk about any sign, I want y'all to know that I interchange back and forth to talking about the people, but absolutely it begins with the energy, right? The constellations in the sky are the energy. And then we apply it to the sun sign. And then we apply it to the rising. And then we apply that energy to the moon and Mercury and the transit situations, the solar return charts that's happening, the Mars return charts that's happening, and so on and so forth, right? So the energy of Aquarius, typically when they talk about the age of Aquarius, they're talking about technology, the rise of technology, and they're talking about, what's the other thing I just said? Why did I keep losing that in my brain? Hello, Sonia. Oh, and they're also talking about spirituality and universality and where we're going. Aquarius energy loves the how can I put it? The existential, loves to celebrate, loves to study, loves to be weird, loves to tap into anything that is unpopular or unknown. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why spirituality and universality and all of these metaphysics is coming up too, right? However, some never. They rarely mention the detached emotional part of where we're about to go. Any questions? Anybody? Y'all with me? I'm trying to tell now we're gonna have a conversation about that. For those that are seeing the recording afterwards, now good friend of mine always said, my industry is fighting hard to not let it take over the artistry. Yes, AI and the whole age of Aquarius, and that's where the fight is going. Y'all see it, right? You see it trying to develop and trying to be controlled and managed. And then you also see the age of Pisces that's behind us. Even though Pisces is before us, when we deal with ages, we go backwards. So the next age, we're going into the age of Aquarius. For the next 1,000 years, we'll be in the age of Aquarius. And then we'll be in the age of, excuse me for burping, y'all. Excuse me, going backwards, we'll be in the age of Capricorn. In any case, let's deal with right now. The detached thing of that Aquarius energy, right? The emotional detachment can come off of one or two ways. Either people are going to get stone cold, like Rick James. People are going to get cold-blooded out this motherfucker, join the Stone City Band, all of that, right? Or have the ability, learn the ability, and have the capacity, that's what I wanted to say, to be separate from our emotions so they do not disturb our growth. That's where emotional intelligence come in. We're actually learning how to do that now. And one of the real reasons why I brought that up, because I believe that this forum and the people that I roll with, at least the majority of them, the books that I read, the interests that I have, is learning and growing us to be emotionally sound, emotionally secure. That's one thing that our ancestors did not have the luxury of. Yeah, they were spiritual. They called on Jesus and God and brought their soul through certain things and through the pain and through the suffrage, but they didn't necessarily have the emotional intelligence in which we are walking into. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? Because at some point, now go where I'm going, and I want you to challenge your programming and your conditioning. At some point, the infamous they, absolutely fed off the fact that people are emotionally dumb. And what I mean by that is that we let our traumas, we let our hurt, we let stubbornness, we let all the emotions, the list of them, take over our lives. And then they built a gazillion-dollar industry on it via sugar, alcohol, and now motherfucking weed. You understand what I'm saying? And all kinds of drugs and pharmaceuticals. Are y'all hearing where my mind is going? Can I get some yes, yes, yes? Are y'all here? This is Freestyle Fridays. So Sonja's freestyling whatever is on my mind in this moment in time. And I kind of want y'all to be in my head with me. You understand? Because I think about these things way too much. Sometimes I think I'm way too deep. And that's no comparison, nor is it a judgment. But sometimes I'm just like, Sonja, can you just smile for a little while? Because shit's always connected. Always connected. I'm like, well, this is interesting. So y'all get me? In any case, the bottom line is that as we learn this information, like today, like what we're getting through astrology, like what we're getting and understanding what triggers us, you understand what I mean? What we're learning, how we are moving through certain things. We need not to judge anybody doing it. And the reason why I say that really, really emphatically, as I add that to the other things that I want to talk about, is because my mom and I had a conversation recently, and she retired as a high school nurse. And I remember her telling me, well, in this conversation, she reminded me, but we talked about how the youngsters nowadays are so big on therapy and figuring out this emotional intelligence, in which I'm telling you that the age of Aquarius is bringing us to. But there's always a little wonking kind of like balancing act that needs to happen until we actually move into that thing. And part of the balancing act is people becoming really, really self-righteous, incredibly self-righteous. Oh, you need therapy. I go to therapy. I talk to this one. I talk to that one. I know astrology. I'm better for it. I release everything. I'm like, the self-righteousness that comes with understanding your emotional intelligence needs to go, because that's counteracting what it is you're learning. I'm calling somebody out. And probably myself. I tell you this much. I'm going to be truthful with you. That definitely was me like 20 years ago. You know, when you get that moment, you're like, oh, I'm vegetarian. Oh, I don't want to do this. Oh, I want to eat that. I want to, oh, I don't smoke this. Oh, I don't drink that. Oh, I don't, I go to this particular church. Oh, I love this yogi. I don't go to this yogi ashram, whatever, because they blah, 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 blah. And there's some judgment to it. There's some self-righteousness to it. Here's the next phase of it. Please stop doing that. Just please. If you have a judgment, because we all do, if you have an opinion, do your best to, in my opinion only, this is my channel, and I'm going to talk to y'all how I talk to myself, because I can only see myself right now. Okay? Do yourself a favor. Okay? Please and very please hold your opinions, because people grow and stretch and learn differently. It's like all of us, like me and my freaking analogies. By the way, I am the queen of analogies. My mother's a queen of analogies. Her mother was the queen of analogies. She told me, actually. So I'm actually like the little baby. In any case, the bottom line is like, imagine it's like all of us here trying on, I don't know, some goddamn sneakers. You know what I mean? And I know that's a really weird and simple example, but we all have different size feet. We all have different size feet. Some have narrow feet, some have wide feet. Some walk slew-footed, some walk pigeon-toed, some walk straight almost to the back of their heels. The bottom line is that we all put on the same pair of shoes. It's gonna look different. It's gonna take everybody different times in order to walk comfortably in the same pair of shoes. Exact same pair of shoes. You get what I'm saying? So the bottom line is, hold your self-righteousness. Hold your judgments. Do what you need to do for you. You understand? Because the trend of goddamn therapy, the trend of figuring out, oh, I am emotionally mature because I have these boundaries up for you. Everything is about a boundary nowadays, which is necessary, absolutely necessary. But again, when you add the spin of some emotions that keep you further separated from the pack, you're gonna have a problem. And oftentimes self-righteousness and control and judgment and how we see another, you understand? And how we judge ourselves, even, and how we become critical with ourselves and how we're growing and how we're shaping, you know what I mean? That keeps us away from each other. We need each other to grow this emotional intelligence into the future of the age of Aquarius, first and foremost, because Aquarius is about groups. Aquarius is about humanity. So we all need to come together with humanity, looking at the same thing from an emotionally separate perspective without getting self-righteous about the thing or judgy on the thing. Does that make sense? Is this hitting somebody, or am I just talking just to be talking my ass off? Kind of like. And please, I'm opening the floor up for any questions, any points you want to make so we can further push the discussion along. Or I'm just going to go in and do some astrology readings. That's what most of y'all probably on here waiting for anyway. So that's cool. But if you have a question, please put the question mark in front or the question N behind the sentence, okay? So I can see them. Let me see what Naoe was just talking about. I was actually considering becoming a bartender during this strike. However, my spirit was like, no. Well, Naoe, that's a whole nother conversation. That's for real, for real. Modern therapy is about getting labels to define and label your feelings and to get a drug to suppress it. Now, peace, love, and light healing, you done said a thing. You done said a whole other word. That's a whole nother hustle, ain't it? Thank you for saying that. Listen, I could say a lot. I try not to preach too much on this channel. I try to get more information than preaching, because who wants to hear people preaching all damn day? But that's a freaking word. You ain't lying about that. Again, they make a business out of everything. They hustle out of everything. That's why you can't compare yourself to anybody else's growth or anybody else's pattern, or even your own pattern that happened 5 years ago. You dig what I'm saying? You got to be present in this moment and how you're dealing with it, and be honest with it. That's a whole nother thought. I'm gonna shut up. Anybody want to read them? Sun, moon, and rising. I will be glad to read, since I haven't really been doing these short reads recently. I want to do a few today. So if you have your sun, moon, and your rising sign, or if you'd like to ask a question about your particular chart, since I shut down a lot of people. Squirrel, Sonja's funny. I listen back to these videos sometimes, and somebody will ask a question about their chart. And I tell people, please don't ask about your chart, because that's unfair to everybody else. But some people don't get it, and it's okay. I understand. It's not a big deal. But the bottom line is, I look back and I go, damn, you just shut them down. What happened? So I think maybe because of who I am, the heart that I have, I want to take the opportunity to answer any personal questions in this moment in time. As Winston Churchill said, if you want to get rich, you have to be on the list sides. On the list sides? You have to be on the bullets and the... Now I'm really confused. Peace, love, light, healing. You have to be in the bullets and band-aids? Oh, I'm confused. I don't know what that means. Okay, I'm gonna move on. If you don't have your chart, you don't know your sun, your moon, and your rising sign, you can go to a website called ALABE.com. ALABE.com. In the center of the homepage, you put your time, your date, and your place of birth, and your sun, your moon, and rise will come on up. Plus a little cute little synopsis too. All right, Monica, sun and moon is in Leo, rising Cancer. Whatever messages come through. Oh, you got it, sweet lady. 726, Monica. Now, we are in inverted. By the way, just to let you know. My sun is Cancer, and my moon and my rise is Leo. And she has a sun and moon in Leo, which has a Cancer rise. has a Cancer rise. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Look at that. An inverted. We are an inverted. So Sun and Moon and Leo. So here's the deal. And what I've heard several times from other astrologers or people that know astrology and ask me my positions. I call it the three big obvious: Sun, Moon, and Rise. They go, "Oh my God, that Cancer Leo energy is big mama energy." It's like, the fierce mother, fierce protector. So I will put that title on you as well, being the fierce protector. However, the difference between you and I is the rise, right? In a sense, bust this. And these are the messages coming through, right? This can help all of us, including you, Monica. Your rising being Cancer allows you to appear a lot softer than who you are. So the mama comes off straight away. As the rise, you give really, really good hugs. You're always caring for people. You probably have a really round face. And this is not to be disrespectful. Probably have big boobs because Cancer energy handles the chest area. So if it's not big boobs, then you definitely have a soft touch, if that makes any sense. Did you know, to everybody, that the rising also depicts how you are physically, how you show up physically, also your wardrobe and how you dress, things like that. You did. So in any case, Monica, with that soft Cancer on the rise. Sorry, Mystic, you want to go outside? You're gonna have to wait, okay? 1 second. Just wait. With that Cancer on the rise, you come off really soft, come off mothering. Dare I say it? Cancer energy can complain. It complains a little bit. And I'm gonna tell you why, because I'm a Cancer. Cancer energy complains because oftentimes Cancer energy, let me tell you like this, it feels so much. And because it's on your rise, Monica, all the feels are going out. They don't necessarily permeate because you're a Leo. So you don't let it get deep inside. But all your feels are on the outside of you, which means that you're collecting emotions, which means that you are collecting people, which means you are collecting trauma, which means that oftentimes you don't even know that you're walking around with weight, especially because you're a Leo and Leos are egotistical and Leos are not me. What the fuck? I'll be good. What? I'm not letting you see my wounds. I don't care. I look fabulous. Who said I was hurt? I ain't hurt. Who said I got burdens? I don't have burdens. Who said shit's on my shoulders? I mean, what? I'm just caring. So the Cancer, the Leo doesn't realize what the Cancer is holding. Get this, Monica. The Leo don't realize what the Cancer is holding. And the Cancer is holding, like, let's say, like a screen on a door, right? The screen on the door is holding all of that shit, all that emotional weight of the world. And then it has to push it. Oh, shit. Then it has to push it back out. Has to push it back out before the Leo can get it. And it looks sometimes like complaints. It looks sometimes like whining. Possibly, maybe, oftentimes. I'm not accusing you. I'm just saying, watch how you utilize the ability to get that energy off of you by just shoving it off like a complaint, like an emotional, well, what the fuck? You understand what I'm saying? Cancer energy does so much for other people and has so much big hearts and loves compassionately in ways that other signs do not have the capacity. They just can't do it. Not like Cancers can do it, not like that energy. And if that energy is on you on the front, you're attracting all of those people who need you, baby. You're attracting all of that energy to weigh you down. And then the Leo in you is like, fuck it. You're just kind of shoving it, sucking off, just throwing it away, or harboring it in your body, not showing people that you are fucking fed up, that you are wounded, that you are hurt, that you are vulnerable. That lion got to show her vulnerability so that Cancer energy on your rise, Monica, is not weighing you down so much. All right, beautiful lady? That's all I got for you. I don't know. Miss C said Libra Sun, Cancer Moon, Scorpio Rise. Now that's an interesting mix. How can I control all these heavy emotions? That's very much heavy. Absolutely. I'm glad you said that. But here's the thing about that, Miss C. Libra energy is not heavy. Like, let me say this. Typically, when it comes to emotional energy, Libra is not emotional. It's more cynical. It's more cerebral. It figures it out. You understand what I'm saying? So, in my opinion, if you feel all the heavy, that's because you're not releasing. In my opinion, if you feel all the heavy in your moon sign, she has a Scorpio moon. If you feel all the heavy in your, no, you don't. You have a Scorpio rising. You have a Cancer moon. Ooh, even different, but the same point. Cancer moon. If you, that's Cancer moon, just like the rise, absorbs people's energy. But what the Cancer moon does, the rise holds it on the screen, like I was talking to Monica. The Cancer moon brings it in the body. The Cancer moon makes it your emotional responsibility to handle everybody's shit. It ain't yours. The Scorpio rise on you, she's a little observant. So she figures it out. Like she wants to be able to see who to care for, who not to care for. And she's watching. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, she's watching with such a depth, with such x-ray vision, with, with such heavy, like you're suggesting, that she goes past the superficial and grabs people's emotions before she even have a chance to decide whether she wants to help or not. And then the Cancer moon is like, oh, don't worry about that. I got that. I'll handle that. I'll help them with their emotions. The Libra in the middle, Moni in the middle, where you at in the middle? The Libra in the middle is like, wait, hold on. What the fuck is going on? I didn't sign on for all of this. As a matter of fact, where's my partner out this motherfucker? I need somebody to help me with this. Here's the point. The point is that you, in my opinion, since you asked, since you put your shit up there, right? My opinion, honey pie, you have to be a little bit more diligent about knocking off this emotional, heavy energy that you have on you at times. You have to be concentrated, disciplined, so the Libra can think clearly. That's some real spit. So the Libra can think clearly because your confusion and your indecisions come heavy on you because of the heavy emotions you keep on you. And sometimes voluntarily, dare I say it? You know why? Because Scorpio energy, out of the three water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, Scorpio energy is the one that says, I'll take it all. I'll go down to the bottom with it. I don't give a fuck. I'm a scuba diver. They don't know me. I can handle trauma. I can handle all of this shit. But do you have to, motherfucker? Like, for real? Do you have to? Yo, are you listening? Is this thing on? Let's see. Does that make sense? So that's how you handle it, honey. You got to become a little bit more particular and have a little bit more reservations about how far you go into other people's emotions. And honestly, even into your own emotions. It ain't that deep, cuz it's never really that deep. Although the Scorpio in you wants to make it that deep. And I try to tell myself that all the time. It ain't really that deep. And how about this? This is the proper way it says. It's as deep as you want it to be. So that means you have to control the levels, Libra. I hope that makes sense. I said that fast and kind of coded, but I hope that makes sense. Please tell me if that makes sense. Who said that? I forgot the name already. Good God, Miss C. Yes. Okay. Oh, Lord of mercy. Hi, Courtney. How you doing? If you don't know your rising and your moon sign, you can go to ALABE. And if I don't get you this time, I'll get you next time, baby. ALABE.com. Right? In the center of the page, you put your the center of the home page. It'll ask you for your natal chart information. Put your time, your date, and your place of birth. And that info should come up. And like I said, if I don't get you this time, I'll get you next time. Because a couple people put their stuff up here. So I'm ready to roll. What's going on, everybody? Mia Plays. She's an Aries sun, Libra rising, Virgo moon. Oh, she has an Aries stellium, Venus, Saturn, Chiron, Mercury, and Sun. Girl. Whew, that's a lot to unpack and talk about. So first of all, for those that don't know, a stellium, I like to describe as a gang, like a literal gang, like the gang in the neighborhood, right? If you got one person coming to fight you, coming to talk to you, coming to approach you, it's not as strong as if you have 5 people. If you got the whole family coming, You get what I'm saying? A stellium is a family of planets or positions that have the same vibration, that has the same sign. So she says she has a stellium. That means she has Aries and Venus, Aries Saturn, Aries Chiron, Aries Mercury. And she's an Aries. And she's a sun sign Aries. So that means she has a gang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. She has a gang of Aries energy coming at you. That's a real baby. That's a real baby. That's a newborn. You still kicking. You still learning how to crawl. Mia plays. You still learning how to crawl out this motherfucker. I'm a low-key comedian to myself more than anything. But I say that to say is that Aries energy, be it a blessing, and sometimes it can be a little bit of disturbance, is the baby of the zodiac. The zodiac? What the fuck? The zodiac. The baby of the zodiac. It's the first sign. So basically, you came in here, Mia plays, this time to set shit off. Set it off like Latifah, like who's the rest of them girls? Vivica Fox and Jada and that other sweet lady who's a damn good actress and never really gets her play. You set it off as the Aries that you are. You just have to be careful, and you have to, and let me say this, let me retract that. I'm very, very happy that you have a Libra rising, because your Libra rising helps you to attract the partners, helps you, I should say, at least you come off like you're a partner. And Aries, I'm not saying that Aries are not good partners. They're probably one of the best partners out there, even though they're babies, even though they're self-centered, even though they're very, very independent and they're on their own. Aries probably are really good partners in the sense that you allow your partner to be who they are while you do what you do. And most people like that. Don't y'all think? Not most people don't want to be possessed and hovered over and where you going? What you doing? Where you at? I just text you. That type shit. So Aries lets their partner be their partner for sure. However, you can get stuck depending on where you are in your life on some self-righteous, self-centered shit and just do what you want to do and leave everybody. But your Libra rising helps you to connect and remind you, oh, yeah, I got a partner. Oh, yeah, I got to think about other people. Oh, yeah, I have to be fair. I have to consider their goddamn opinions as well. But remember, she got that stellium. She got that goddamn gang, a gang of people coming at you. So the Aries is hard to hold back. And then what's your Virgo moon? Good God Almighty. So I think, as I really recollected and I hear them talking, it's actually the best thing. It helps you at least. How about this? Virgo moon is a very interesting placement. Okay, let me start right here. Why? Because the moon deals with emotions, as we know, karmic energy, our emotions with our moms, a whole bunch of shit, right? But mainly emotional responses, right? And how we feel. You dig? It's interesting because Virgo is so goddamn calculated, and it's very, very rigid in a way, right? Until it breaks down a little bit and then it shows a soft side. But for the most part, when the moon is in Virgo, it's about calculated emotions. First of all, tell me, and please say yes, y'all, or put your hands up to agree with me, or don't agree. You can say, I disagree with you, Sonja. Tell me, don't that sound like a goddamn oxymoron? Calculated emotions? Calculated emotions? It sounds like they just flowing in two different directions. You can't calculate your emotions. Emotions just flow like water and come out whenever they want to come out in the moment that they want to come out. You get what I'm saying? So your Virgo moon helps to keep you in check because of the calculated emotion type of situation. You like the way I teach? Y'all hearing me? You dig it? So it takes the Aries and it says, yo, Aries, I know you want to do what you need to do, but we need to be service oriented. We need to think about, we need to control these emotions that we have going on. And I know we want to break out and leave the family function and get high on the mountain with our favorite cousins and leave the family reunion. I don't know where that fucking example came from. That visual just popped out of my mind. I know you want to just like do your thing and do you, but your Virgo moon always pulls you back with calculated emotions. Well, maybe we should think about how we should love, how we should express, how we should do X, Y, and Z. That's where your Virgo moon comes into play, which again helps to pull the Aries in you right nice and tight. However, some never. The Virgo moon, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to be done. The Virgo moon is also really, really weird in a sense, again, that calculated emotions that holds people to emotional ways in which they are. I'm gonna give you an example because I had the word and then it just left and went out the window. What I mean by that is the fact that, say, it's you and me, sweet lady, and you say to me, this is Virgo moon and Virgo energy for sure, but definitely Virgo moon. We having a conversation and you say to me, what do you want to do? I said, well, I'd like to do X, Y, and Z tonight. Let's go to the beach. Well, usually on Fridays, you like to go to the movies. Well, today's a different Friday and I want to go to the beach. The Virgo moon person will find a way, not necessarily to argue, although it will come out like that. That's for damn sure. Find a way to recollect in their mind how you changed your mind about the thing that you want to do today, in which they was going to help assist to make that happen. Let me say that again. Virgo moon people have a way of holding people to their emotions so they can be prepared in how to handle them. Calculated. But here's the trick, baby. Emotions fluctuate. People change on a daily, on an hourly basis. And it comes off as argumentative when you try to say to a person, well, I thought you wanted to go to the movies. Today's a different Friday, babe. Today I feel like this. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Vaughn, you said standards in regards to being a Virgo? Yeah, Virgos have standards. Everybody has standards. Virgos hold people to their standards a little bit more rigidly than other people. Again, why? Because Virgo energy, be it sun, moon, or rising, wants to make sure that they are all right in the game, that they got their shit tight. They want to make sure, staying with that example, the thing is with me and the sister, well, I thought you wanted to go to the beach. I thought you wanted to go to the movies. In their mind, they already have the perfect movie picked out in that Virgo moon or that Virgo position person. They already have the movie picked out. They already know what restaurant to go to after the movie around the corner that's been a rave for the last couple of months. They have a plan in their minds, in their heart to service you. So when you change your emotions up on them and want to go to the beach instead of the movie, it throws them off. Does that make sense? It takes away from their standards that they have for themselves. But did you consider that the other person has changing emotions and, opinions and ways of being as well? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You said regarding the word you were looking for. Oh, no. Oh, thank you for letting me go on that tangent, Vaughn. No. That wasn't the word. I was looking for another word. It was something totally different. But thank you for trying, baby. But I'm glad I went on that tangent because that, in my opinion, it shows the humanality of, if that's a word. It shows the humanity. It shows the compassion of Virgo energy because they want to be able to service, but you can't hold people to how you want to service them, is the point. I'm just saying. That's why I feel so weird, that damn Virgo moon. Utilize that, though. Utilize the Virgo moon, Mia. Please, 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 please utilize that Virgo moon. All positions and all signs, and I've said this 1,015 times, they are all beautiful blessings and they are all crazy ass things that we need to learn. It's the night and the day, the up and the down, the good and the bad of each and every sign. We all have it. That's why I teach. That's why I share, because I really would love for us to get to a space, including myself in this prayer. I would really love to get to a space where I'm not judging, nor am I complaining or have any feelings about anybody and their personality. Why? Because astrology teaches me, in conjunction with spirituality and knowing my emotional intelligence through this thing, being a human being as well. And of course, I'm an alien, all of these things, right? It teaches me to look at people in a way in which I can surrender and forgive them before I even have a problem with them. Does that make sense? Before I have a problem with them, I can go, oh, they're a Virgo. They're just asking a whole bunch of questions and they're curious. Some people say nosy, but some people say curious. Oh, they're Aries. They're acting like a little baby. Some people say they're acting like a baby. Some people say just let them walk. They'll get to the restaurant before us. They'll get a good seat. Let them go. Because Aries will be like, I'm going. Okay, bye. Good. See you later. Get us a window seat. You know what I mean? So we can see the guys walking by. Okay. Treat people as they are, not how you want to be treated, nor how you want people to treat you. Did I just say that same thing? Yeah. It's not about how you want people to treat you. It's how treat people how they are. And if you can't, leave them the fuck alone. If you can't treat a Virgo, a Libra, a Cancer, a Scorpio, good and bad and who they are, leave them the fuck alone. Because 9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna change. Sometimes the personality is the personality. You dig what I'm saying? I hope y'all are listening to me. Y'all get this? Anybody else put anything down? All right. Robin with her Aquarius. Hey, Robin, is that the Robin I know? Monica's Robin? Aquarius moon, Aquarius sun, Libra moon, Sagittarius rise. Oh, that's a good time. Ooh, excuse me. That's the first thing that came to my mind. That's a good time. You have a lot of fun, don't you? You at least try. This is what I just heard come through. You have a lot of fun, or at least you try. And then the thought came, sometimes you just need to have people around you to have that fun. And then that's where it gets a little hairy. Let me go back. Aquarius is all fun, always fun. Of course, Aquarius doesn't like confrontation. Aquarius is like, yo, I just want people to be who they are and do what they do and be weird on how they are. Excuse me for sniffing, y'all. Sniffling. When I go to the beach, I didn't go to the beach, Sonia. When I go to the pool and I swim and I do these laps, man, all of a sudden my sinuses just drain and it gets all weird. Anyway, so Robin, Aquarius, going back, no confrontation. Always want to keep the peace, but want to be a rebel as well. That's a little oxymoronic moment too, right? The rebel, but leave me alone. But I love you. Aquarius like to have fun in that regard. It's accepting everybody for who they are. The Libra is all so charming. Absolutely oh so charming. And then what else did you have on here? I forget. Wait, is that it? What else did you have, Robin? Sagittarius rise. That's the party sign right there on the rise. You always can either conducting a meeting. No, let me say that again. You either conducting a party like we all getting together on Friday, or we all going to Sonja's house on Saturday. Or I like people like that, to be honest with you, because I like to party, but I don't necessarily like to put it all together all the time. Hence why I burnt my goddamn hamburgers on my birthday. I just left them on the grill and was like, whatever. I need to hire people to cook next time. In any case, you have like a lot of fun. Here's the thing about that Sag, though, I want to tell you, even though it brings most of the fun, be careful. And I don't know if I told you this in the one reading that we had together. And thank you for that. I hope you're doing well, baby. That Sag rise, it can get a little dismissive. I have to remind anybody else here got Sag moon or Sag rise. Let's talk about that shit. Anybody else got a Sag moon or a Sag rise or is a Sagittarius for sure? The reason why I say that is because Sagittarius energy I've been noticing lately, and I study all the time. I don't necessarily study books. To be truthful with you, I get information from books and from the World Wide Webby, but I do get information from spirit. And I'll be walking around and I'll listen to a conversation, eavesdropping, being nosy. And I'll say, whoo, they sound like a X, Y, and Z because of how they said that. Like I'm always learning and teaching and growing. So recently, I just been being nosy, listening to people, but specifically to Sagittarius energy, right? And Sag energy is also, it's charming in its own way. It can be a leader in its own right too, right? Especially in its manipulative ways of leading. Like Sagittarius energy finds a way to get, this is going to hit some people wrong, but it finds a way to get people on their side without them sacrificing themselves. Ooh, did I say it? Did I say it? Does that make sense? Sag would be that motherfucker that's sitting in the back talking shit to everybody else. You know, so it's a deeper meaning. I was about to go somewhere in my funny, and I stopped myself. But Sagittarius do that. They get people on their side, but then they don't want to be the one in the middle of it. You understand what I'm saying? Because why? And I'm gonna tell you why. Sagittarius doesn't like to be the bad guy or the bad chick. It wants to be the one that makes everything better at the end. But Sagittarius energy doesn't reveal itself for being a shit starter in the first place. Sometimes it knows because it's so goddamn blunt, that Sag energy. It comes off. It's like, fuck it, I'm gonna say my truth. I'm gonna say whatever I want to say. But truth don't always have to be told. You understand? And when Sagittarius do that and they put that energy out there, oftentimes it can be a little combative, but it also looks like you start some shit and then you want to be friends the next day. Or it looks like, I'm sorry, I just wanted to tell you my truth, but I'm really a good person. It's like, yeah, but you can't go stepping on people's necks and then, want to take them to lunch the next day. Feelings don't work like that. Emotional intelligence. I'm just saying. And Robin, that may not be you, but especially since it's on your rise, but I took the opportunity to address that Sag energy sometimes too. It can be incredibly dismissive. That emotional intelligence needs to find a way to own up to what it is that you don't know and don't do. Sag moon, especially Sag moon, has a hard time dealing with deep ass emotions because Sag moon wants to dismiss everything and get back to the party. Sag moon does not want to take responsibility for being the bad guy or the bad chick. Just let's get back to the party. Let's just keep moving forward. Let's just keep going on, is what Sag energy says. And I honestly think it's a beautiful thing on some level because, again, fire keeps you moving, right? But you got to heal. It's timing when it comes to healing and moving. If you are not healing and you traveling and moving with the same shit, eventually it's going to catch up to you. You understand what I'm saying? There's not enough parties in the world. The bar closes at 3 in some states. You get what I'm saying? Y'all hear me? Y'all with me? All right. Leah, you up next. Scorpio sun, rising Libra, Gemini moon, Chiron, Aries. You just want to tell me about your Aries, Chiron? Did you have a specific question about? Robin, I hope that helps, sweetie pie. I was really fishing for an opening, I should say, not fishing, opening up for other things to say, other than what I probably have told you in our reads before, but one reading before. But I hope that helped you in some kind of way. Leah, did you have a specific question about your Aries 7th, your Aries Chiron? You want to talk about that? Leah Taylor, talking to you. I'm talking to you. And then I want to read Naisia. Yes, just learn. Just learn. Not necessarily sure what that means, but I'm going to go there. Forget your sun, your moon, or just learn about Chiron? Okay. Now, we're not going to touch your sun, your moon, and your rising today, not unless spirit hits me in the head with it. But bust this. Chiron is the wounded healer. Y'all can look it up. You can Google Chiron in Aries, 7th house, natal chart. Boop. All this information will come up. Sonja's definition, short and sweet. Chiron deals with wounds that we attribute to, or I should say gained, between the ages of 12 and 16 years old, right? And when your Chiron is in a particular energy, in a particular house, that's where that wound came from. We spend a lifetime trying to heal from that wound. And here's a little bit of information. Did you know between 48 and 52 years, we have a Chiron return? Hence midlife crisis. What it is basically your wounds coming back to get you. Because returns are coming right back to where you started. When you have a solar return, the sun goes right back to where the sun started. Chiron return, the Chiron comes right back to where it started when you was born. You dig? So Chiron comes around in that middle age kind of situation to show you your pain, to show you your wounds, to show you them old wounds in which you thought at 50 years old that you was fucking done and over with. You understand what I'm saying? If somebody came up to you and been like, you in particular, sweet lady, Leah, if somebody came up to you and be like, your mother and father breaking up and divorcing when you were 12 years old does not have to bother you any longer. On the outside, you probably go, you know what? You absolutely right. But that little girl on the inside, again, just an example, by the way, that little girl on the inside is like, nah, I'm actually still fucked up about that. And it actually has spilled over in my own relationships. And those types of wounds that I picked up when my mother and father divorced and showed their partnership, seventh house's partnership, showed how fucked up their partnership was. I basically do that with my partners. So you have to heal from that, sweetie pie. You got to heal from that. And it started from a particular incident, is the point, between 12 and 16 years old. You got to meditate on that. What is that? What is that? Forgive it, let it go, show yourself in it, show your fuck ups and whatever you did properly. You understand what I'm saying? Show it all to yourself so you can heal and grow through it, so you don't attract partners that resemble the same type of pain that your mother and father went through, or whatever happened in partnerships, though. It could have been a business relationship. Maybe you had a lemonade stand with your girlfriend or something, and y'all was selling lemonade on the corner or whatever, and she stole all the money and ran and moved to fucking Seattle or something. You're like, what the hell? And then after that, that wound stayed there. That stain stayed there. So now you don't want to get into business with nobody because Susan fucking stole $20 from you in 1975. You get what I'm saying? Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Sasa says, I have a Chiron in Aries and my parents divorced when I was 12 and I had a whole experience at 49. Woo, thank you for the clarity. Oh, you're welcome. Is your Chiron in the seventh house as well? And if it's not, it probably has some type of aspects with Libra because it deals with partnerships. You see how that comes in? There's so much to learn about astrology. It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. It's in the eighth house. Ooh, that's interesting. Eighth house is about sex, subconscious connections. That's a whole other thing. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's a dickaliculous. It's a delicious. Oh my god, I gotta go home. I am home. What the fuck? Sonja is. I got my own goddamn jokes. Okay, Naisia, you're the last person, and I'm gonna get off of here because I'm about to show my craziness. Naisia, Scorpio rising, Sun in Aquarius, and Moon in Aries. Whoa, looky, goddamn. Jokes. So glad that Aries is in there because that Scorpio and that's Aquarius is in there because that Scorpio and Aries is about to wreck shop, cousin. Ooh wee. So here it is in song. It may not sound good, but I'm gonna say it anyway. That Scorpio energy on your rise is bringing in drama for your eyes. That moon in Aries wants to fight, and then Aquarius is like, wait, hold on, not tonight. The kids are in the place. Not tonight. We're feeling good. Bottom line is Aquarius is always, yeah, I like the way I did that though. The Aquarius is always keeping the peace, right? Again, the rebel, but independently, whatever, right? But you don't like to fight. You really don't. You do your best to try to hold on to the very last moment. And I tell you why. Because Aquarius don't understand emotions too much. They're not really good at it. And again, they're water bearers. They pour it out, they assist, they give you the tissue, but they don't necessarily understand emotions. Like, why are you crying through all of that? And then when they get upset and their own emotions come up truly, right? And they allow themselves to get there. They've been non-confrontational for 19 years. And then all of a sudden it comes out. Aquarius people will black the fuck out. They won't be able to remember what they did because their emotions will take over their mental state so much, it'll black them out. Their whole brain will shut the fuck down and they can't remember. You get what I'm saying? Because they don't understand it. Does that make sense to everybody? So the Aquarius in you is doing her best. Yo, let's just keep the peace between what? Your rise that's actually going out there, not looking for a fight, but daring motherfuckers. Scorpio rising people either have little eyes or they always looking at you like this. What you say? Oh, I thought so. And then your moon, your emotional reaction, the reaction to whatever it is that they say is Aries, a baby. I'm about to swing on you. I'm about to swing and make this shit go down. Probably when you was younger, you was swinging a lot. You get older, you can't be fighting in the middle of Target. You just can't do it. It's just not cute. It's not a good look. And I swear to God, if I see any black people, anybody for that matter, but definitely black and brown folks, I'm gonna be like, yo, don't be fighting out here in the middle. Let's go to the bathroom and talk about that shit. Like, get it out. Be showing them. Don't do a Will Smith and fucking Chris Rock. Not supposed to do that. Okay, anyway. So the bottom line is that Aries, that Aquarius is saving you in a sense. And here's the other part of it. When I always see Aquarius and Scorpio combinations, when in those three big obvious, you really, really, really got to control that Scorpio on that rise. Again, looking for drama, looking for deep emotions, looking to serve folks and not heal, but to assist in their emotional state. Even sometimes going out purposely and destroying shit, blowing shit up so you can start something new. That's what Scorpio energy does. It destroys so it can create, but it looks like drama. And then when it blows shit up and destroys shit, the Aquarius is like, what the fucking hell? What did we just do? And they try to compensate for what the Scorpio was doing. And then there's a cycle. The Scorpio blows it up. The Aquarius is apologizing. The Scorpio blows it up. The Aquarius is compensating and trying to help the mother and the father and the family and taking the kids to school, their neighbors' kids to school, because, the Scorpio then blew it up the day before that. You get what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Control the Scorpio is the point. Control the Scorpio. You know what? That's it. How to do a reading with you? Oh, how can you do a reading with me? Please, and very please, go to my website at wordlifeastrology.com. The link is in the description box below. Once this video stops, you will see that, and I will be happy to assist you. Peace, love, light, healing. Yes, please. Word Life Astrology. Also, you can donate to my channel. The Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal is in the description box below. And I think that's it. We have 56 minutes on a Freestyle Friday. That's good. Anybody have any questions? I see a couple pieces of laughter. Oh, hi, Alicia. How you doing, honey bunny? Yeah, I'm looking for questions before I go. So if you have them, please share. Otherwise, I think that's it for today. I think that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this card. And oh, thank you, Leah. Lee, my bad. There's no A at the end of that. Thank you, Lee Taylor. I appreciate you. My parents divorced when I was 12, and my childhood friend was sleeping with my boyfriend at 16. Well, there you go. Wowzer. Like double time. That's it. And again, how is that falling over into your partnerships, in your own partnerships? How those wounds being exhibited in your own partnerships? That's what you have to learn with Chiron. Got to forgive that. All right, y'all. I waited. You're welcome. Nice to see ya. All right, here's the card for the weekend, y'all. Here's the card for the weekend. Here's the card for the weekend. How to recharge after the exhaustion of all this watery conflict and miscommunication happening as we prepare for retrograde season. That's a question, but you ain't put a question mark. I'm glad I saw it anyway. Lanice McKenzie, she says, how to recharge after the exhaustion of all the watery conflict and miscommunication happening as we prepare for retrograde season. I hate to sound so elementary, but like I always say, remember the basics. Always come back to the basics. Motherfuckers want to be so complicated and learn all these goddamn scientific equations and the Ashkaic records, whatever you call it, Ashkaic records. Anyway, the basics. The basics is what you just said. Water. Go to water. Go to nature. That's how you recharge. Nature is always willing to recharge us for free and instantly. And you don't have to go outside your house. You can just sit in front of your plant and talk to your plant. Touch your plant. You know what I'm saying? Nature. That's how you recharge. Nature. Because they have something to say to us. That's what's specific about this particular retrograde season that's happening. By the end of August, just to reiterate, if y'all haven't seen the retrograde video, which is like 2 or 3 videos in front of this one, check it out. Please check it out. Because it expresses what this season is all about. But this particular season is interesting in the sense that 7 planets by the end of October, nope, by the end of August will be going retrograde. And this is like the bottom of the barrel kind of, and I know I said this before, but not like this. This is some personal shit, like us leaving all kinds of habits and all things in which we're even tired of ourselves doing. Like, how many times I'm promise myself I'm gonna go to the gym? God damn, you're getting on your own nerves. That's the stuff that we're changing. So always go back to nature. Always go back to nature. Always go back to your own emotions. Always get quiet. That's how you recharge and heal. This one came up and I think it's specific. And this is really general, but I think it is specific for you. Stop telling people what you're doing and stop telling people what you're going through and what you're feeling. Here's the other part. Download. Sorry, y'all. I wasn't going to go to the card, but download. Not only is not everybody out for our highest good, some people, there's a couple of things that just came through. Some people don't understand how you stay strong in order to go through what it is that you go through. I personally call on Metatron, but that's just me and a whole bunch of a host of archangels. But in any case, some people don't know how you are equipped to handle things and how you handle them. And then when we express ourselves and share our secrets, not secrets, but share what we personally do. Excuse me for burping, y'all. Oftentimes people will criticize that, chastise your way of healing, chastise your own way of healing. Yeah. And then thirdly, sometimes become even jealous and oddly envious of how you look, feel, dance, smile, cry, even move through the mud. Like they just get really, really envious because they can tell that you have a particular motion in this existence unlike theirs. I know that sounds general, y'all, and I'm not giving y'all too many of y'all any aha moments, but that came through strong because I just think that we, in our efforts of changing and wanting to become emotionally mature, we start trusting people and leaning on people in which they probably should be the ones we should lean on, and they're really not. Because again, they're getting this information all at a different time too. So we all got the shoes, man, and we all trying to figure it out. So hold on to your shit in particular. Hold on to your shit. Onto your own maturity, onto your own ways of dealing with things, honey. If it's nature, if it's sitting in the middle of the goddamn floor one night with a bottle of wine, 2, 3, 4 to yourself. I hope it's not 4 because that's alcohol poison. But I'm just saying, however you need to get through it, you get through it. Don't let anybody daunt you or take you off of your own motherfucking path and how you need to see your own truth and how you need to recharge. And here's the other part of that. Ask the question in a prayer. It'll come to you. Because you'll be driving down the street and you'll see a little florist spot and they'll go, you should go into that florist spot. Like, I see this florist every day. They, the infamous, like your angels and guides, not the infamous, but your angels and guides. They will say to you, you should go in there. But why? I don't want to go in there. I got shit to do. Stop it. First of all, you ask the question. Here comes the answer. You go in there and you see all these beautiful roses you've never seen before in your fucking life. Changes your whole perspective of flowers and the essence of oils. And people start talking to you about how they extract rose oil from the rose. Like, you get all involved. Recharge. You're talking about recharging, learning God, falling in love with you again, all over again. Come on now. Listen. Ask the question and listen. I hope that makes sense. I try my best to teach like that. You know why? Because even though this can be general information, it all lands on people differently. And I want you to be proud of how it lands on you and then taking that information and curating it for you, not for anybody else. I get very, very weird about sharing information, because way too many people are emotionally immature and they want to put you as a guru, as a fucking preacher on a pedestal to say this is the way to be. It's not the way to be. I just have one way. And if you can pick and choose from shit that I do and apply it to shit that you do, and then pick and choose from other people, and then pick and choose from what your angels are telling you, you can come up with your own curated package. You dig? That's all I'm going to say. Gosh darn. People, what y'all talk about? Okay. Great Mother, Father, God, and all guardian angels and ancestor spirits. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, understand and allow them to see exactly what it is that they need. Here's the card. That's how I feel, motherfuckers. The rebel. Boom, 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 boom. It comes with theme music. Boom, boom, boom. The rebel, the rebel. Here comes the rebel, the rebel, the rebel. I love this card. I love this card. You want to hear it? Here it goes. The powerful and authoritative figure in this card is clearly the master of his own destiny. On his shoulder is an emblem of the sun, and the torch that he holds in the right hand symbolizes the light of his own hard-won truth. Whether he is wealthy or poor, the rebel is really an emperor because he has broken the chains of society's repressive conditioning and opinions. We just spoke on this. He has formed himself by embracing all the colors of the rainbow, emerging from the dark and formless roots of his unconscious past and growing wings to fly into the sky. His very way of being is rebellious, not because he's fighting against anybody or anything, but because has discovered his own true nature and is determined to live in accordance with it. Boom. The eagle is the spirit animal, the messenger between earth and sky. Y'all, the rebel challenges us to be courageous enough to take responsibility for who we are and to live our truth. Amen. Ashe, aho with that way I say. What's going on with that? Oh, I love that. I love that rebel. Get that rebel on you. Be true to you. Be true to your own feels. Even if you was different yesterday. If yesterday you talk shit about, I don't know, babies, and you say to yourself, I don't want to talk shit about babies no more. I actually want to change and be vulnerable and give them a little love. And then the next day, somebody talks shit about babies, you have the right to choose and you have the right to renegotiate who you are. Live your own truth. Live your own truth. Even if you keep changing is the point, because that's what we're doing right now. We're changing, we're adjusting, we're becoming, we are opening, we are receiving. It's a goddamn washing machine that lasts for it's going to last for another 5 years. Trust and believe. In the best way possible. Okay, that's it. I don't want to have another download. I don't want to be a player no more. All right, I'm kind of waiting if you have any questions, anything to say. But if not, then that's it. Take that rebel with you this weekend, all right? Live your truth, be who you are. Be independent in all that you do, but also always, 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 always be connected with what's going on around you. All right? Stay aware. Love you. I really, really do. I'll see you on Monday. Peace to you and your mama too.